I'm sure you must have heard of the story between the prophet Elijah and the prophet of Baal. This account is recorded in the Bible in the Old Testament in First Kings chapter 18, verse 20 to 40. We see how the prophet of Baal was challenged by the prophet Elijah to know who indeed is the true God. Is it the God of prophet Elijah or the God of the prophet of Baal? We see what happens. The God of the prophet Elijah won, and he then ordered the prophet of Baal to be killed. The prophet of Baal being slaughtered have led many to ask the question, why did Elijah order the slaughter of this prophet of Baal? To fully understand this, let's quickly read the events of this account from First Kings chapter 18, verse 20 to 40. So Ahab sent for all the children of Israel and gathered the prophet together on Mount Carmel. And Elijah came to all the people and said, how long will you falter between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal, follow him. But the people answered him not a word. Then Elijah said to the people, I alone am left a prophet of the Lord, but Baal prophets are 450 men. Therefore, let them give us 2 bulls, and let them choose 1 bull for themselves, cut it in pieces, and lay it on the wall. But put no fire under it, and I will prepare the other bull and lay it on the wall, but put no fire under it. Then you call on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord. And the God who answers by fire, he is God. So all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. Now Elijah said to the prophet of Baal, choose 1 bull for yourself and prepare it first, for you are many, and call on the name of your God, but put no fire under it. So they took the bull which was given them, and they prepared it and called on the name of Baal from morning, evening till noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, no one answered. Then they leaped past the altar which they had made. And so it was at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is God. Either he is meditating, or he is busy, or maybe he is on a journey, or perhaps he is sleeping and must be awoken. So they cried aloud and cut themselves, as was their custom, with knives and lances, until the blood gushed out on them. And when midday was past, they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice. But there was no voice, no one answered, no one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, come near to me. So all the people came near to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribe of the sons of Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, Israel shall be your name. Then with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord, and he made a trench around the altar, large enough to hold 2 seah of seed. And he put the wood in order, cut the bull in pieces, and laid it on the wood, and said, fill 4 water pots with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. Then he said, do it a second time, and they did it a second time. And he said, do it a third time, and they did it a third time. So the water ran all around the altar, and he also filled the trench with water. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known this day that you are God in Israel, and I am your servant, and that I have done all these things at your word. Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that these people may know that you are the Lord God, and that you have turned their heart back to you again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stone, and the dust, and it licked up the water that was in the trench. Now, when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces. They said, the Lord is God, the Lord, he is God. And Elijah said to them, seize the prophet of Baal, do not let one of them escape. So they seized them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and executed them there. So this is a detailed account of Elijah and the prophet of Baal. From what we read, you can clearly understand that these prophets of Baal were literally sitting on the fence as to who was the true God, according to what Elijah said in verse 21. When you read Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 20 to 22, let's quickly read it. But the prophet who presumed to speak a word in my name that I have not commanded him to speak, or who speak in the name of other gods, that same prophet shall die. And if you say in your heart, how may we know the word that the Lord has not spoken? When a prophet speak in the name of the Lord, if the word does not come to pass or come true, that is a word that the Lord has not spoken. The prophet has spoken it presumptuously. You need not to be afraid of him. This is exactly what the prophet of Baal did. We see that the penalty of being a false prophet in Israel was death. These prophets of Baal were false prophets who call upon the name of Baal instead of the name of the Lord. And it was rather proven when they call upon the name of their God morning till night, but no one answered. This automatically proved that their God Baal was a false god and they were false prophets. And the God of Israel already made it clear that any false prophet should be put to death. Anyone who is a false prophet should be put to death. This is because God didn't want any false prophet around. Therefore, according to the law of God, since it is already proven that these prophets of Baal were false prophets, they therefore need to be executed. So if these prophets of Baal were not executed, they would continue to lead the people of Israel astray by following other false gods. You can see that the law of being a true prophet of God then was so strict. You need to be 100% accurate as a prophet of God, or else you'll be put to death. Now you can see that Elijah's intention was to save the people of Israel and bring them back to worshiping the true God, because these people were already led astray by these false prophets who worship their false God. Therefore, this is why the prophet of Baal were slaughtered by prophet Elijah, and the people of Israel that day realized who the one true God is.